So I have made it to the pond I'm gonna be fishing for the next 2 days. I plan on camping overnight and hooking into some perch or crappie. I've already tried camping out on the ice twice this year and kind of failed both times, but I don't regret going home early both those times. Hopefully third time is the charm and nothing goes wrong this time. Unfortunately, stuff has already gone wrong. The bait shop I went to had no shiners, so I'm like, okay, not a big deal. I'll just go to the other bait shop. Well, the other bait shop was out of shiners as well. So I have no shiners today, it's only artificial. But tomorrow, my buddy said he is coming out on the ice, and he should bring some shiners. So the first day, I'm just gonna be jigging in my bob house with little chalupa here, with some artificial baits for crappie and perch. I do want to cook up some tacos tonight, so hopefully I can hook into some fish, because I only brought bacon for food with me. A quick time check. It is already 3:14 in the afternoon. I got here about 1:30, so it did take me about an hour and a half to set everything up. That being said, a lot of setup was making sure chalupa here wasn't running away. Now, unfortunately, the wind is absolutely brutal. There's like 30-mile-an-hour gust, and my bob house wanted to take off multiple times already. It doesn't seem that bad right now, but it's pretty bad out there. But as you guys can tell, I already got the bob house all set up. I think what I'm gonna do is switch over to the chest cam to show you guys a better view. Now, basically, so far, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. I already ran out of battery on my good camera, so I have to use the backup battery already on day one. No shiners today at all until tomorrow. And my bob house was breaking on me. Actually, two of the corner eyelets or grommets that I screw in to help with the wind pulled right out of the bob house because it's just made cheap. Let's just quickly go over the setup so far. Have the heater, that is an absolute must when camping with the puppy. Got my cot, the sleeping bag, have my sleeping pad as well. Propane, that's not all the extra propane. I have enough to last the night easily. Then we got little chalupa, but we have my camera gear, food, more food, just some poles I'm going to be using. These are the holes that I'm going to be using. One hole is for the Garmin. The other hole I'm going to be jigging in. And I'm hoping I'm about 20 feet deep. I literally just guessed. I took a look at the shoreline and was like, nah, this is good enough. Literally that simple. Only because I had to get set up as quickly as possible. I really didn't have time to pick and choose my hole with a puppy. It is 30 degrees out, but with 30-mile-an-hour winds, it's not warm. You're gonna make it, babies. You gotta relax, baby. And you gotta stop looking at my camera. Yeah. You just gotta take deep breaths. Stop looking at my camera. Nope. The main goal for today is set everything up, maybe catch some crappie or perch today. Tomorrow is gonna be a little bit more bassy, I hope. Today, I just want to catch and cook some food. But now that we have mainly everything set up, time for step 2. Shout out to Steve. Forever to set everything up. She has her own blanket to stay nice and warm. It's nice and fuzzy for her. Now, let's quickly go over what I have for food. You guys probably don't care, but I do want to make pineapple perch tacos. And I got Sun Chips, my favorite chip. And then I love the soft tortilla bowls for my tacos. I got the pineapple chunks that I'm going to cut up and put in the salsa. And this disgusting looking thing is the salsa. Remember when I said everything that could go wrong has been going wrong so far? I bought this really sweet salsa. And I went into the bait shop and I got out of my truck to get bait at the bait shop. And my dog messed around in the back, and when I opened up the door, the glass salsa jar fell out onto the concrete and smashed. So I was able to scoop up a tiny little bit with the lid of the onions, but yeah, there's that. Then we got this for the breading. I found some black truffle hot sauce for $1 that I kind of want to try out. Got some chunky guacamole. And then this is the bacon I was talking about. Another quick one. Alright, what I think I'm gonna do is start off with my ugly stick. This is a 30-inch medium heavy rod. Now a medium heavy rod might be a little overkill for crappie and perch, but for ice fishing you really don't need anything fancy. And I think what I'm gonna do is start out with these Bobby Garland baby shads. They're 2 inches and the color is called Baby Ice. Now, unfortunately, the water here is just a little bit too dirty to use my underwater camera in 30 feet of water. I do have my Garmin, which is plenty good enough. So, let's get all the way down there. I'm fishing 30 feet of water, and I wanted to be anywhere from 20 to 30. So, honestly, it's kind of perfect. But just gonna send it all the way down to the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's already movement on the bottom. There's a couple fish down there. Something. Quite a few fish down there. Oh. Ah, dang it. I missed him. All right, first bite today. There you go, babies. 3 or 4 fish down there. We'll see if we can get down there real quick with the Bobby Garland. It's the only thing I got bit on. They didn't want the smaller alewife shad from Lunker City. Didn't want that little power bait worm. But maybe we'll go back for this. Oh! Dang, I know you guys saw that. I missed him by a mile right there, but he just hammered it. Well, I've been here for about an hour and a half, and still absolutely nothing. But as you guys can tell, I'm still marking fish on the underwater camera. Still fish, I just can't figure out what they're biting on. Typically I can get them to bite on a live shiner, but it's just artificial baits during ice fishing season I have zero confidence in. Got him. Finally. What do we got here? Lots of fish down there. Lots of fish down there. No! Ah, that was a big yellow perch. That would have been perfect for the pineapple perch tacos. Ah, there's still a bunch of fish down there. I'm hoping I can get one more. That was a nice perch. Perfect eater right there. Man, come on. I'm getting bit down there. It's got to be a bunch of tiny fish. That first perch though, got him. Got him. Here we go. Ooh, little bit of fight in him. Ah, there we go. That's the perch I'm looking for. Let's go. All right, cool. Perch number 1 for me today. There's definitely more perch down there. And send them out. All right, cool. Hopefully we can catch more where that came from. Ah, nice. Finally getting bit. My first perch, I'm not gonna lie, when I came up to the hole, Looked twice the size of that perch, but I will take it. That's one. There you go, girl. Hey. There you go, girl. I could tell little Millie wanted to get back in the truck and go home, but this is her first camping trip, so she is going to be kind of confused. I love it in here. It's so warm. I brought this in here now to throw into my sleeping bag, and I used that as a pillow tonight. Come here. Good girls. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Yes, you are good girl. So basically for the past hour, I've seen absolutely nothing on my Garmin. Basically, as it's getting dark, the less and less I'm seeing on my Garmin. But probably in about an hour or so, I'm probably going to start cooking dinner. Make some pineapple perch tacos. But if I don't catch another perch, I guess it's just a single pineapple perch taco. But one is better than none. All right. Good girl, babies. Let me fix that little turtleneck for you. Oh, it is not completely dark outside, but it's getting there. Definitely gonna need this headlamp for sure. Yeah, without this headlamp, I can't see anything, and I doubt you guys are gonna be able to see anything. I can feel quite a bit of air coming through. That's actually where the wind is coming through this vent right here. So got plenty of oxygen. But like I said, I'm gonna fish for maybe another hour or so. And then after that, what I'm probably gonna end up doing is taking the battery from my Garmin and hooking it up to my lights at the top of the bob house. Find out. And they work. All right, cool. This is neat. I mean, obviously they don't work the best by any means. It's still a little bit dark in here, but cool. Now, hopefully they last a little bit long anyway, because I want to have this light on to cook the fish. All right, let's give a little bit of an update right now. So I ended up getting here around 1:30, and it is 6 p.m. right now. So basically I have given up using the Garmin, and that is because typically when it gets dark out ice fishing, I just don't catch anything. And today it hasn't really been very different, and I'm using that battery for the overhead lights. Now thankfully the wind is supposed to calm down. Now I am out on a body of water, so when I say calm down, it's still gonna be like 5 miles an hour at least.
What's the problem with not having any sponsors? You gotta buy everything yourself. You've got open, shallow but open containers here, so you can throw free 99 more like.
Let's do a quick time check here. 6:55 right now. It's about time I have a snack. I haven't eaten all day. Alright, so my perch is absolutely frozen solid. So what I think I might do is save that for tomorrow and have a pineapple perch taco breakfast with some bacon. For right now, I'm just gonna fry up a couple pieces of bacon, eat some chips. The dinner of champions. My favorite chip. Got some bacon. Doesn't get much better than this. Yum. Mm. Juicy piece of bacon. Look at this thing. Mm. Yoink. Alright, well, that is it for day one. And overall, pretty stressful, but good. Caught that one perch, and that's better than nothing. But I think right now what I'm going to do is take off my boots, my onesie, get into bed, watch a couple YouTube videos, and call it a day. Alright. So it is the following morning. Me and little Chalupa here survived the night. It was actually pretty warm. I'll do a quick time check. It's already 8 o'clock in the morning. I did sleep in a little bit. Not because I was sleeping so well, but kind of the opposite. I only got about 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night. I don't think drinking one of these C4s before bed helped. Hey. Hi, good girl. Hi, good girl. Hi, good girl. Having no shiners with me today really was a bummer.
So this is Eagle Crest. You're less likely to hit an avalanche. Up on the snow without snowshoes. The good news is that's going to make this snow blindness, where the corneas of your eyes get so sunburned you go blind.
Alright, let's fillet this fish. Perch all filleted up. Obviously one perch isn't going to give me a lot of meat, but it's definitely enough for one taco for sure. Alright, so we're done cooking the bacon. I'm going to throw the bacon on these paper towels. Keeping some of that grease off will keep it a little bit crispy. I like my bacon kind of in the middle between soft and crunchy, but this perch is going to take a matter of minutes. But with how small these chunks are, it is going to take only a couple of minutes. Alright, let's take this perch off, put it on the paper towel. terrible for one small perch. But let's add our meat. Kind of pitiful. But that's one perch for you. We got some perch. We'll throw in some bacon. What I called out earlier, I accidentally dropped my glass can of salsa. I was only able to save this much, but throw some onions, a little bit of salsa. Cut up some pineapple. Sprinkle that on. And then I probably should have added the garlic when I was cooking the fish, but good enough. That was enough. So that perch was enough for one taco, kind of like what I figured, but I think I'm going to make some bacon pineapple tacos. All right.